Imagine living in a world where your internet connection could be blazing fast in one neighborhood and frustratingly slow just miles away. But how do you know if the companies providing that service are telling the full truth? This is the gripping reality facing Azerbaijan, where opportunities to oversee internet providers are severely limited. It's a situation that's not just technical. It's sparking heated debates about fairness, transparency, and who gets left behind in the digital age. Let's dive deeper into this eye-opening report from Ookla, the global leader in internet quality assessments, and uncover why relying on provider self-reports might be riskier than you think. Ookla points out that while the data internet service providers, ISPs, submit themselves serves as the backbone for government oversight, it comes with significant pitfalls. There's always a chance these figures could inflate or deflate the actual availability of services, particularly in isolated or underdeveloped areas. For instance, think of a rural village where an ISP claims high-speed coverage, but locals struggle with spotty connections during storms. Without real checks, this misrepresentation can throw off everything from city planning to infrastructure investments. And here's where it gets controversial. Is it ethical for ISPs to self-police their performance? Or should regulators demand ironclad proof? This gap can result in skewed strategies, wasteful development, and blind spots in regulation that leave entire communities underserved. Adding to the complexity, Azerbaijan boasts numerous ISPs, each operating at varying levels of efficiency. It's simply impractical to push for uniform upgrades everywhere, given the constraints on regulatory budgets and manpower. Not every provider carries the same weight in shaping the nation's overall internet landscape. What Ookla emphasizes is the necessity for a focused, evidence-based approach, one that pinpoints the ISPs capable of making the biggest difference in nationwide connectivity. But this is the part most people miss. By prioritizing these key players, regulators could maximize impact without spreading resources too thin, potentially accelerating progress for everyone. It's a smart strategy, yet it raises questions about equity. Are smaller providers unfairly sidelined? Or is this the most efficient path forward? Under the banner of the National ISP Performance Monitoring Initiative, the Information and Communications Technologies Authority, ICTA, Azerbaijan's main telecom watchdog, tackled 4 major hurdles to achieve balanced, effective, and data-informed supervision of ISPs. Let's break these down step by step, with some simple explanations to make it clearer for beginners who might not be familiar with the tech jargon. First, there's the challenge of objectively tracking provider performance. ISP-submitted reports on service quality often lack external confirmation, which is like trusting a restaurant's menu without tasting the food. ICTA needed a reliable way to follow monthly trends across different providers, flag those lagging behind, and push for better quality of service, QoS. That's the fancy term for how well and reliably your internet performs. Without this, improvements happen sporadically, leaving users in the lurch. Second, validating claims about regional coverage proved tricky. ISPs report their subscriber numbers in specific areas through the Data Collection System, DCS, but without on-the-ground verification, these claims might not match reality, especially in remote spots where infrastructure is scarce. Picture an ISP boasting coverage in a mountainous region, but hikers there can't even stream a video. Such inaccuracies can mislead policymakers, leading to poor decisions on where to invest next. Third, prioritizing the changes that matter most is crucial when resources are tight. ICTA required a tool to spot ISPs delivering subpar services that drag down the country's internet speed goals. A flexible method, perhaps using simulations to model scenarios, helps target high-impact providers instead of enforcing the same rules on everyone. This avoids wasting effort on minor players, but controversially, it could mean some ISPs face tougher scrutiny. Is that fair, or does it breed resentment in the industry? Fourth, monitoring signal strength at the road level addresses a common pain point for mobile users. Internet quality on highways and busy routes can vary wildly, causing dropped calls or interrupted data streams. Traditional manual tests, like driving around with devices, are expensive and cover only limited areas. Now, with Ookla Cell Analytics, ICTA can keep a constant eye on signals across major Baku roads, using GPS data from real users to pinpoint weak areas. This guides smarter infrastructure fixes, like boosting towers in problematic spots, ensuring smoother commutes for drivers and travelers alike. But here's an interesting twist. Relying on user-generated data for official monitoring. Is this the future? Or does it introduce bias from selective participation? In summary, Azerbaijan's journey to better internet oversight reveals a blend of innovation and challenges that could reshape how countries handle digital infrastructure. Yet, it begs bigger questions. Should governments wield more authority to independently verify ISP data? Or does self-reporting foster innovation by keeping bureaucracy at bay? What if stricter regulations stifle competition, leaving consumers with fewer choices? We'd love to hear your take. Do you side with tougher oversight or trust in market-driven accountability? Share your opinions in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.